Yes guys, so the pot is on the stove, warming up. So as the ingredients are added, you don't have to spend a long time before they start bubbling. So here is 2 cups of blended coconut milk. And I really and truly believe that you can add ingredients as you see fit. What I mean is that it depends on how much fudge you would like to get at the end of this entire journey. So this is my first try, and I just decided to make quite a mouthful. So I would have used 6 cups of blended coconut milk. Alright, there's my third 2 cups measurement. And you can try it with a smaller amount, then you will have a lesser processing time. Alright, so the flames are there, everything is warm. Then here we have extracted coconut milk. So this is pure coconut milk, 100% coconut milk. And this was added to strengthen the mixture, make it a little more flavorful. But for those of you who have had the opportunity to taste extracted coconut milk, you know how it tastes. It's like just a gift from heaven. So heavenly. So that was added. And to be exact, I think it was somewhere between 3 and a little bit. So 6 cups of the blended coconut milk and 3 cups of the 100% pure extracted milk. And in the meantime, it's heating up nicely. And this is just the beginning of a very long process. Right? Brown sugar added to the milk so that it can dissolve nicely. And if you do like a lot of sweet, then of course you are gonna add the brown sugar to match the amount of liquid that you have in your pot. But for me, less is more, and I just wanted to see that if I use a lesser brown sugar, if I was going to get coconut fudge at the end of this food process. Okay, so I think it was 2 cups, 2 cups of brown sugar, or just a little over 2 cups, and then it was stirring time. The process took a little over 3 hours with a very steady fire, steady flame, and my take is that the amount of ingredients, the amount of milk that was in the pot, and the fact that there was lesser sugar, the caramelization process took a much longer time. But at the end of it, the treat was to die for. As you can see, the sugar has been dissolved and the solution starts to darken, right? Of course, you are not expected to be stirring continuously. You can take occasional break, but because coconut do boil and with the sugar added, it tends to boil over, so you have to pay constant attention to the pot. Alright, so next I'm gonna add my spices. And these include cinnamon, ginger, nutmeg, clove, right, and other bits and pieces. Whatever gives you that kick, whatever you like in terms of savory, whatever you would want to add to that mixture. Because there are many other spices that are not very common, especially this part of the hemisphere. But the more spices is the more flavorful their fudge is gonna be. Okay, and you can see evaporation is taking place. The liquid is getting lesser in the pot, and of course it's darker. So I would have added molasses, and this gives it a very chocolatey color. Looks like coffee, like a coffee liqueur. Yeah, it also added to the taste. Have you ever tried molasses as a sweetener? Remember, molasses comes from sugar cane. It's a byproduct of sugar, and it's very sweet, but it also has something extra that the processed sugar doesn't have. So adding molasses would give you a very interesting flavor. Mind you, this is my first time making coconut fudge, and I'm already loving what I'm smelling and what I'm seeing. So look at that. It's beginning to thicken. You can see the bubbles. And it was just a very long process of storing. And if you look to the edge of the pot, you can see that it's beginning to harden. Yes, yes, yes. This is looking good. And as it gets lesser and lesser in the pot, it tends to get darker and darker. Right, look at that. And may I add that I did add some more molasses in that. Now I'm going to put some shredded coconut. That is for texture and body. And of course, more creaminess. And you can see that mixture in the pot is looking pretty rich. This was a very wonderful experience. I just can't wait to make another batch of this mouth-watering treat. Yes, that is looking pretty thick. And the shredded coconut just finds itself nicely in the mixture. You know, some may everybody has different style, but as the cook in your kitchen, you ought to be brave enough to take risks, to try things, try new things. You know, it's not all about following a recipe or following this particular methodology. No, you have to be there and you have to be able to say, hey, I'm gonna do it this way. I'm gonna try it this way. I'm gonna break the rules. I'm gonna break the norm. Right? And then you might be surprised at the outcome, you know? And trust me, I didn't follow any recipe. I just go with my gut. You know? I went along with my gut and I'm happy that I did. And now I can share my method with you. And I would love for you to tell me what you think, right? What I found though is that as it begins to boil, getting thicker and thicker. There was just a lot of oil that was being produced by the coconut milk. And my guess is that because of the extracted milk, because extracted milk is like almost coconut cream, coconut butter. So with me adding that to my mixture, it gave me a lot of oil. So I had to ever so often be scooping out oil from the corners of the pot. If you look closely, you can actually see the oil bubbling. But that did not limit the taste or the texture of what we got as our end product, you know. But it's interesting because of all the videos that I've looked at, I do not recall anyone sharing that experience. Okay, so there was quite a bit of oil. And before you pour your mixture into the pan, you add your essence so that that aroma and that taste will be locked in. And this is what our coconut fudge look like. For those of you who know about cassava pone, it looks like that. And I can tell you it was delicious. The texture, it was very soft, almost like toffee, caramel toffee, right? Weeder's original had nothing on this. It was soft and chewy and just enjoyable. And the shredded coconut, it melted, literally melted as you know, snack on this delicious fudge. So go ahead, guys, try yourselves and tell me what you think in the comment section. Okay? Love you. Stay safe. Take care. Bye.